What's going on, guys? Hope everyone's doing well. We're back again, of course, on the Arsenal News Show. The show keeps us updated with the latest Arsenal news every single day. So before we do start, make sure you guys are hitting the like button up and also subscribe to the channel if you are new, as we are now on the road to 11,000 subscribers. Also, we're back in action yesterday, guys, as we face off against Fulham. First game back after the international break, and we did get a 2-1 win. We saw, of course, Bukayo Saka make his return and score as well on his return as well. Fantastic to see that. Saw some good performances in, the likes of Gabriel Martinelli had a much better performance than what we've been seeing in the whole season from him. Thomas Partey in the midfield once again was absolutely, electric in there, superb. The general in the midfield, I call him, man. Absolutely superb performance from him again. But once again, injuries, injuries, and injuries. And this is a big one as well. It's our main guy, probably our best offender this season in Gabriel. This is what happened here. I mean, I've got a clip here of how he's feeling. See here, guys. Looks in a lot of pain. And this is going to be a massive blow. I mean, look, you can see him calling over. His teammates play out, play the ball out just so he can get some treatment here. But as we know, it's happened around 15 minutes. 15 minutes into the game in that first half, and he went down. You can see in so much pain as well. I think actually when you saw him as well, when he actually came off, he's shaking his head. He knew it was bad. And it seems to be something to do with his hamstring. Arteta did say, guys, in the press conference, I mean, look, he tries to get back up and he's limping here. Look, he's limping. It don't look good there. It really does not look good. I mean, he's still telling the teammates back, look, he's still trying to run back. He's struggling big time. He's still managed to get back into position though, which is madness. He's still managing. He's wanting to continue, thinking he can run it off. So you know what? Fair play to him. And then he was done. He's still got back up. He's still calling, man. Look at that. Nobody's. Look. It's crazy. That is crazy. Partey, I think, was telling him to go down there. I'm honestly shocked to watch him. Look, he's still trying to defend. He can't even defend. He can't even defend. And then they go over to him now, and he finally gets treatment. It's crazy, that video, man. But yeah, it does not look good, guys. It does not look good at all. It does not look good. So as I said, Arteta said it's going to be most likely a hamstring injury. And expect him to miss Real Madrid, guys. Speedy recovery, Gabriel. But yeah, that does not look good there. And then once again, Arsenal back with the injuries yet again. We even saw Timber have a bit of a struggle, but hopefully he should be all right and he should be fine. But don't hold your breath for that one, people, because that don't look good either. But let's get right into the transfer news, and we're going to start with a Fabrizio Romano update. He's came out and spoke again about a player link with Arsenal. He said Liverpool, Man United, Arsenal, and Chelsea. So many clubs are actually all very well informed on the developments around Xavi Simons. He could be available for 60 million. Sources believe the Premier League could be a credible possible destination, says Fabrizio. So not just Arsenal, but Liverpool, United, a lot of Premier League sides are all interested and all well informed on what's happening with Xavi Simons. A very, very talented player, man. Obviously now currently plays at RB Leipzig. We all remember him at Barcelona, went to PSG. Now he's at obviously Leipzig. I think he's at Leipzig permanently now, and he's having a really, really good season with them. I remember him at PSV, and I'll tell you why I remember him at PSV. He played against Arsenal. You guys remember that Europa League game, that 2-0, and he absolutely cooked us. He absolutely cooked us in the game. That's when I first saw him fully. I was like, you know what, this kid's got some talent. This kid looks a baller, to be honest with you. Definitely a player that I think we could do with as well. Sort of to give Odegaard a bit of competition there. This type of player in Xavi Simons, very, very technically gifted player. I think if you guys watch the Euros as well, he really stood out in the Euros for the Netherlands. Fantastic player for me. But I mean, I look at the price tag. Are we going to go and splash 60 million on a player like Xavi Simons. I think we definitely need another sort of attacking midfielder there. In someone like Xavi Simons, and honestly, I wouldn't mind him whatsoever. I think this would be a really, really good signing. Really, really good player. Very, very talented player, as we know. But we're not the only club interested in him, so I just don't see it happening at the moment. You know, Man United, Chelsea, Liverpool all want this guy as well as we do. So it's going to take a lot to actually, sign this guy. But let me know, guys. Would you actually take Xavi Simons to Arsenal? As I said, I think we still need a bit of depth there. I feel like Xavi Simons would be really, really good competition, especially with someone like Odegaard as well. So, because I mean, I know Wanyeri was most likely going to play there now because obviously Saka's back from his injury. But I still think even getting rid of Smith Rowe, we didn't really replace him either, if I'm being honest with it. So, yeah, for me, Xavi Simons would be a no brainer there. Again, we'll see how this one does develop as the window goes on in the summer. But looking like his price tag is going to be around 60 million. Some more news today, guys, coming by Rising Star, saying that Arsenal have now officially started conversations with Sporting Lisbon regarding the signing of Victor Gyokeres. So, as we know, we've got quite a few reports on Gyokeres lately, guys. Number one, we got the report saying that Arteta met with his agent to discuss a potential move for Gyokeres. We had Ornstein come out and said that there is genuine interest there. If Arsenal cannot get Alexander Isak, then we are going to go for Victor Gyokeres. And now today we're looking, and there's talk that apparently conversations have already started for a summer move, Victor Gyokeres to Arsenal. And yeah, I mean, I spoke about this enough times already, people. If we cannot get Alexander Isak, then it has to be this guy. This has to be the alternative. Very, very good alternative if we can't get Isak. Gyokeres is, I'll take him on a heartbeat. As simple as that, really. And yeah, conversation already started. So some good news there. Bert has already came in, people, and he's already started conversation with Victor Gyokeres, right? This guy. I mean, and we'll talk about Nico Williams in a minute. I know that's the one everyone's waiting for is Nico Williams, right? But Bert has came in and he's already getting down to business. Love to see it, people. But yeah, again, I don't really know how reliable this Rising Star 11 is. To be honest with you, I'm not entirely sure, but this is what they've said today. And as we know, there's definitely some movement around Gyokeres to Arsenal. Definitely going to be able to see what happens, and I'll take him in a heartbeat. Simple as that, really. So the one you've all been waiting for, then. Sorry, guys, we've got an update on Nico Williams, coming by this guy called Santi JFM over there from Foot Mercato. He's saying that a meeting took place in the last few days between Nico Williams representatives and Andrea Berta. So Berta's met with Nico Williams, of course, like agents or whatever it may be around him for a potential move already to bring Nico Williams to Arsenal, people. And for me, it's a player that I would take once again. I know this guy gets a lot of criticism because he's on the whole Euros. Oh, he's not lived up to the hype from the Euros, and that's where we all saw this guy number one. He was unplayable. He was absolutely superb at the Euros for Spain. Yes, he's not really hit the ground running at Bilbao this season, but if you go back to the season before that, he still was having really good. A lot of people want to look at goals and assists. To be fair, I want to base everything on goals, which I do understand that. So it's always good to look at that. But I think you got to look at the player overall. Watch this guy. Use the eye test for this guy, and what I have seen of him. And then again, listen, I'm not going to sit there and say I watched Bilbao. The only time I've watched Bilbao is when they play against the likes of Barcelona, and I watched this guy against Barcelona, especially last season as well, and he cooked them. Yeah, he absolutely cooked Barcelona. I know it's only one game, but he's I feel like he's a player like similar to Martinelli's type of. If he's on it, he's top class. But then I guess he has games as well, like Martinelli does, where he has that inconsistent performances in him as well, which we don't need at Arsenal. We've already got Martinelli for that. If I'm being honest with it, Martinelli of course had a fantastic game last night, but that was one good game out of a possible 20 this season. You could say that's how poor he's been. It could be the same for Nico Williams. I mean, Bilbao having a fantastic season, in the top four. in Europa League, doing amazing this season. And when you look at his stats, he's been underwhelming compared to the Euros. But I feel like having him in this Arsenal side, in terms of what he's got beside the goals, beside the assists, he's definitely got that technical ability about him. He's definitely got the, that sort of that pace about him as well, that directness that we need, I think, from our winners. I was still taking Nico Williams in a heartbeat. As we know, he's got that release clause there as well. But yeah, good news that Butter's already, as I said, he's meeting with Nico Williams. I mean, again, this is coming from the Santi guy. I don't know how reliable it is, but this is what Butter, came in. He's been in it for 2 days. The man's already having meetings with Nico Williams. Yeah, already having meetings, conversation with Vic Gyokeres. We've also been talking about our goalkeeper Garcia going to be coming in the summer as well. I'll talk about that today. But our era is here, people, man. He's doing the business, 100%. But yeah, Nico Williams for me, what I've seen of this guy, he's a baller, to be honest with you. And I would take him on a heartbeat. I really would, especially for that release clause. I think, that's definitely hit him on the left hand side next season. Would actually wake up Martinelli as well. And it's kind of like, I think as soon as Martinelli saw Berta, he's actually woke up a little bit because he knows, like, listen, he has to be on his game because he will get replaced. And someone like Nico Williams, if we did sign him in the summer, will replace Gabriel Martinelli. It's as simple as that, really. So, yeah, love to hear you guys' thoughts. I know there's a bit of a mixed opinion on Nico Williams to Arsenal. I mean, some people don't really rate him because he's not doing it for Bilbao. But listen, I think in his current Arsenal team right now, I think he'll cook. I really do. And I think it's a no-brainer for me. I'll take him in a heartbeat. So love to hear all you guys' thoughts on what we discussed today. Make sure you hit like buttons up. As always, greatly appreciated. Thank you guys, everyone who tuned in. And I'll catch you guys in my next one. As always, come on, you Gunners.